Willaims, and we vote for our future. I am also the proud chairwoman of the Democratic Party of Georgia. I am so thrilled to be here with, a few thousand of my closest friends to once again welcome the next president of the United States back to Battleground Georgia. Y'all, if you can believe it, we've got just 3 days, y'all, until the most important election of our lifetimes. 3 days until we remind the world that the South's got something to say. 3 days until we turn the page on Donald Trump's division and chaos for good. 3 days, y'all, until Georgia voters send Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to the White House. How many of y'all have already voted? And if you didn't raise your hand, how many of you have a plan to vote? Most people already banked that early vote, and those of you who don't have a plan to vote on Tuesday. But if you didn't say me in either one of those questions, I need you to take out your phones and go to iwillvote.com/Georgia, and you need to find your closest polling location for Tuesday, November 5th. But y'all, when you go, you cannot show up alone. You've got to bring 3 friends with you who might have missed early voting and might not have a plan to show up and vote. Make sure that they don't miss their chance to have their voices heard. I need you to remind them that we've got a choice in this election, y'all. We can choose to go back to a dark time, or we can choose a new way forward. We can choose division and anger, or we can choose unity and joy. The choice is clear, y'all. Donald Trump is only fighting for himself, but Kamala Harris, y'all, she's fighting for all of us. Kamala Harris is fighting for you because she will be a president for all Americans. Y'all, I'm an organizer at heart, so I have to remind you that while we've done so much incredible work together to get us to this point, our work isn't done yet. In fact, what we do over these next 3 days, the next 3 days, y'all, will matter more than ever. So you heard all of the news where we were shattering early voting numbers, and then on Friday we passed 4 million early voters in Battleground Georgia. But y'all, that's not enough. We've got to keep this momentum going through Election Day. So here's my ask. If you've already made your voice heard, we got to get other people to the polls to make their voices heard. I need you to grab your mama, your aunts, your cousins, your friends, even your exes and those folks that owe you money. We got to get everybody out to the polls, y'all, because friends don't let friends sit out elections, and this election is too important to sit out. Y'all, this is Battleground Georgia. We're the cradle of the civil rights movement, the home of Martin Luther King Jr. We're the home of President Jimmy Carter, who cast his early vote for Vice President Kamala Harris. And we're the home of civil rights hero, my friend, mentor, and predecessor, the late Congressman John Lewis. Y'all, Mr. Lewis reminded us that sometimes you've got to get into good trouble, necessary trouble. So as we count down to Election Day, we know that Georgia is on everybody's mind. Our task isn't small, and there will always be naysayers. Naysayers who say that the odds are against us. But y'all, we are Battleground Georgia, so we know a little something about beating the odds. So Atlanta, are y'all ready? In the spirit of good trouble, it's time to fight for our future, y'all. Let's bring this home for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Are you ready to use your power at the polls? Are you ready to make some more history, y'all? Are you ready to win? When we vote, we win. Thank you, Georgia.